Hello, and welcome to a very special episode of PNN. I'm Liz Bishop. Corruption, deal brokering, secrecy. Are we talking about the mafia? The government? Big pharma? No. No, the truth is that those words apply to a far more sinister enterprise. I'm speaking, of course, about the Parody News Network. Tonight, we will expose the culture of favoritism, exclusion, and indifference that pervades this organization through exclusive insider interviews that you won't see anywhere else. We begin with actress and longtime PNN collaborator, Kim Fogelgren. Kim, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us how you first came to be a part of PNN.
Well, I was working at a cabaret in Ottawa called the Beaver Tail. One night a man came in and offered me the opportunity to come to the US and be part of his weird little YouTube show. He was so charming, I couldn't resist.
Was that man PNN executive producer Stephen Lomer?
Yes, it was.
And did you, as so many PNN correspondents have, take him as your lover?
Of course.
Tell us what happened next.
Well, I was cast in the Hallmark Christmas episode all the way back in Series 2, and then I just started getting cast in all sorts of episodes.
How many total?
17.
So, would it be fair to say that you were one of Lomer's favorites?
Yes, I would say that's fair to say.
You were even invited to join PNN's ultra-secret Niners Club, weren't you?
On the advice of my legal counsel, I'm not going to answer that.
Fair enough. But recently, your roles have been reduced, haven't they?
Yes. I was left out of Series 7 entirely. And this series, I just have a glorified walk-on in one single episode.
Why do you think this is happening?
Well, Lomer has his favorites. He has a creative team that seems to always get cast and always in good roles.
Despite numerous requests, no member of the creative team was willing to speak with us.
But what it really comes down to, I think, is that Lomer is drunk with power.
Next, I spoke with another longtime PNN correspondent, Carrie Jackman, about her experiences. Like Kim, you started at PNN in Series 2.
That's right.
And were you cast in a lot of episodes back then?
Oh, hell yes. Reservoir Dogs, Frosty the Snowman, The Notebook, Downton Abbey, the list goes on and on.
So you were also one of Lomer's favorites?
Yes, I was.
And now?
Now hardly anything, which is especially hurtful because I, as so many PNN correspondents have, took Lomer as my lover.
Of course. What do you think went wrong?
It's hard to say. I thought for sure when I was inducted into the Niners Club, my future with PNN was set.
Can you tell us about the Niners Club?
I'm sorry, no. No one speaks of it.
For a different perspective, I spoke with a new member of the PNN team, Melina. Stephen Lomer has been accused of favoritism and callously discarding longtime PNN correspondents. As a newcomer to the Parody News Network, what's your experience with him been like?
I'm sorry, I thought this was PNN orientation.
In a way, it is. How many episodes have you been cast in?
Just the one. Oh, and I did shorts too.
Have you witnessed any PNN correspondents being passed over in favor of others?
I honestly just got here. I don't know anything about this.
Do you think Lomer considers you one of his new favorites?
Lomer's the ball guy, right?
Yes. Have you taken him as your lover?
Is that part of orientation?
Bottom line, do you think Stephen Lomer is obsessed with his new people, with his bright and shiny new toys at the expense of people who have helped him build this house?
I absolutely do.
Is there any saving PNN?
I think if they get back to basics, if they stop hiring every sad sack who answers their backstage ad, if they look to the past to build the future, then yes, there's a chance.
If down the road you find yourself shunted aside like so many other PNN correspondents have been, what will you do?
Who are you again?
It's a sad tale that's been told more times than any of us care to think about. A pure, creative endeavor, twisted and warped by success. A despot, power-mad and ruthless, building an empire on the ashes of the past. And the victims? The poor folks who choose the PNN path, never knowing it would lead to ruin.
The hell is all this?
Nothing. Love your tie. Well, gotta go. See you.
And they wonder why I don't cast them anymore.
You've been watching PNN, the Parody News Network.